But of course, the Bribery Act applies to all corporations. And this second example deals with a much smaller, small to medium-sized UK subsidiary, this time of a German supplier of high-tech manufacturing goods, sometimes to the arms industry. Now, you will be aware that the arms industry is a high-risk industry in terms of bribery and corruption. And what I found when I started working with this particular organization was what might be expected from a small to medium-sized business. There were few formal policies and procedures in place. They used very standard contracts. They had a traditional approach to business hospitality and entertainment. And by that I mean they used to take every single piece of corporate entertainment that was offered to them, but would not themselves offer any entertainment. They didn't have any formalized risk management, and they had small staff, and as a result there was huge pressure, in particular around time. So this is a very, very standard set of circumstances for a medium-sized business operating at this time in the UK, but with one big difference. They're operating in a high-risk business, and they made extensive use of agents abroad to win this business. Now, when we started working together, there was an acknowledgement that these agents represented the highest area of risk. The other thing that was particularly notable to me was that the CEO of this particular business, the managing director, he absolutely was driving this anti-bribery initiative. All my meetings were conducted with the CEO, and because of that, we saw tone at the top operating very effectively and these procedures being implemented. So, within a week of me meeting the CEO, there was a zero tolerance statement, which was very visible within the company, and it was also on the corporate website. This organization embraced the idea of risk assessment, devised a risk register, updated it on a regular basis, and they actually did use the services of a risk intelligence company to check out their area of highest risk, which for them, of course, was the agents used to source business in countries such as Italy, India, and Indonesia. They reviewed their contracts, changed their clauses to make them compliant with the Bribery Act. They engaged in some in-house training and also absolutely developed an appropriate policy around the key area of gifts and entertainment. So I think this is a good example. It shows what can be done by all organizations around the Bribery Act and the adequate procedures that need to be in place, again, in all organizations to comply with their requirements under the Bribery Act.